Hey. Hello. We can turn our house lights on. Hi, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here for our matinee of Polaroids from the Apocalypse. My name is Erin, and I'm the founding artistic director of this playwright festival that we're doing for these few days. We've had a playwright festival, and we've had a retreat happening, and it's been just a great experience. There are about 20 playwrights here from all over the place. North Carolina, Maine, Washington State, Vermont, Massachusetts. We've been working on staged readings and table reads and workshops, and it's just been really wonderful and something that we really hope continues. The way this all started was with the festival, where we decided to have a festival underneath the umbrella of the Green Mountain Shakespeare Festival as part of this resurgence of the arts here at Goddard. And when I put the submission out, across playwrights, we got 603 scripts from all over the world, literally all over the world. And we had a wonderful panel of readers. We have some of our readers here in the house. Kim is here. I saw Kim. Susan is here. And we split up the plays. We read the plays, and we were going to choose 3, but we chose 4. Because there were so many quality plays, plus some plays that we did table reads here at the festival. So this play, Polaroids from the Apocalypse, is a representation of our youngest playwright, Sarah Alanis. She is from Monterrey, Mexico, and she is a rising sophomore at Stanford. And this is the second play she has ever written, she told me. And I said, wow, that is pretty impressive. So let's give her a round of applause. Since she is so far away, she was not able to be here. So Orca Media is recording this, and she will have the recording of this. And afterwards, we're going to have a feedback session where we just talk about our impressions and just sort of what the play meant to us and what it left us with. So I just want to give a special thanks to everyone. This is the play that I got to direct as part of this festival, and so it's been really a joy to work on this script. It is a 1-act. It is very short. It is 32 pages. So it's just a real quick little slice of life right here. And I hope you find it as intriguing as we found it. And then afterwards, we'll take a small break, just for people to get water and get some fresh air. We'll open up the doors to get some airflow in here, and then we'll have a feedback session. So without further ado, I present Polaroids from the Apocalypse by Sarah Alanis. An unremarkable living room somewhere in the United States. The year is 2095. No futuristic or sci-fi design elements are needed. This is a future that's all too similar to today. It is early morning, a living room with a couch and a coffee table. Mom is sitting on the floor, and an array of Polaroid pictures spread out around her. She's manically sorting and labeling them with a marker before putting them in a cookie tin. Dad sits at one end of the couch. He's feverishly reading Les Miserables. He doesn't seem to be having any fun. At the other end of the couch sits Leo. He's happily observing the scene.
Olivia, come down, please. What's she doing up there? Honey, can you please go get her? Hey, honey, are you listening?
Hey, Leo, buddy, come on.
I'm trying to talk to you.
What is it?
Can you go get Olivia? I need her downstairs.
Can't you go get her?
I'm a little busy right now.
Well, so am I. I need to finish my book.
Les Mis? Really? You've been reading that for years. Why try and finish it now?
What else do you suggest I do?
Doesn't matter.
I'm so close to the end. I just need to finish it, okay? I need to. Leo, can you go get Olivia for me?
Sure. Olivia!
God, if you were just gonna scream, I would have called her myself.
Olivia!
Okay, I can't do this anymore.
I know. Charming. I mean, for all their faults, I would say they're handling the end of the world pretty well. Kind of. I should probably give y'all a quick crash course.
Olivia, get your ass down here immediately.
The year is 2095. You haven't missed much, really. Not anything you wouldn't have guessed, anyway. Just one big thing.
Leave me alone!
The things you think will happen, well, they happened. Or are happening. Some of them are still happening, even now.
You're spending time with us today, Olivia. I don't care if you want to or not.
I know you probably have a lot of questions. What happened with global warming? Did AI rebel against us? Where are the flying cars? I was promised flying cars. But you're gonna have to be a little patient. What is killing us today is not a nuke or an asteroid or the sea or a volcano or disease or AI or the many other things that realistically should have taken us out years ago. No, the culprit of today's mass extinction is something better, something grander, something monumental. A gamma ray burst, a huge and sudden burst of gamma ray light, releasing in mere seconds the amount of energy that the sun will release in its 10 billion year lifetime, shining hundreds of times brighter than your regular supernova and a million trillion times as bright as the sun today. At exactly 2:46 p.m., this burst will come in the direct path of Earth, destroying the ozone layer and taking us all out with it. Exciting stuff.
What do you want from me? One day, Olivia, that's all I'm asking. One day, which you spend some time with us without having to put up with that attitude.
I told you I'm not feeling well.
Oh, yeah? Huh. I wonder why that is.
Honey, please, not today.
May I ask where you were last night?
Is it too late to mention I'm adopted?
Don't think I didn't hear you leaving with those
I
people.
wanted to say goodbye to my friends.
Yeah, and did you have to stay up until 4 a.m. to do so? Don't try lying to me now, Olivia. I heard you sneak in through the back door.
What were you doing awake at 4 in the morning?
I was working on my capsule.
God, that stupid capsule.
I'm happy to announce that it's almost done.
I should have known that's what you were doing.
Were you awake too?
I was reading.
I truly don't understand your fascination with that book. Just watch the movie.
I can't do musicals.
I was also awake.
Leo, honey, we know.
You're not really helping here, Leo.
See, everyone was awake, so don't get on my ass about it.
Hey, watch it. I need you to cooperate today, okay?
And why is that?
Because, as I was saying, I'm almost done with the capsule.
Wow, it only took 15 years.
But, you see, I'm missing something.
And what could that possibly be?
Well, last night, while I was sorting through all the pictures, I realized this isn't enough. Years of assembling these Polaroids, and the capsule is still incomplete. Look.
Aw, it's Diesel. I miss him.
Yeah, so, well, this picture is labeled dog. See?
Not really seeing the problem here.
That's not any dog. This is Diesel.
Yeah, Diesel was a dog.
He was your dog. You grew up with him and cried for weeks when he died. Yet the only picture that'll survive of him after everything is gone will only be labeled as dog.
Okay,
Or look. Oh,
That's you, Olivia.
this one's only labeled girl.
Okay, and
All these years I've been capturing pictures of things and animals and people, and they're all so soulless. The beings that find these in the future won't have any context to help them decipher what was a dog or what was a girl.
They'll know what they looked like.
Yes, but they won't know what they were. They'll see a girl and they'll never know that she cried and whined and laughed.
She laughed.
Fuck you. They won't even know what crying, whining, and laughing actually was. They'll just see a soulless thing.
So all this time you've been taking these pictures, and what you're missing are verbs?
You're not listening to me. I photographed the neighbor running in his teeny tiny little shorts and labeled it running. I photographed myself eating Hawaiian rolls and labeled it eating. I'm not missing verbs, I'm missing our souls.
God.
Of the 624 pictures inside this capsule, not a single one shows what it's like to live on Earth, to actually live on Earth. They're all staged, carefully crafted to only show the subject passive in the frame. They're as fake as they can get.
Mom, don't you think it might be a little late to fix that?
No, it is not. That's why I need everyone's help. I need everyone to try and take pictures, lively pictures. Pictures of us just being us, just capturing life as it is.
Life as it is boring.
If that's our soul, so be it. But I want no artificial posing, no crazy lighting, nothing staged, just us, and that's why...
What's that?
I did some online shopping last night,
They're still delivering stuff?
and look what the drone dropped this morning.
Oh,
Honey, I'm a bit busy. I need to finish Les Mis, and,
only Cosette and Marius make it.
What? No! Why would you tell me? 5 years of reading it all gone to waste.
You read too slowly.
Perfect. Now you have time to help me.
I am not spending my last 3 hours alive taking stupid pictures for your dumb cookie test.
It's a capsule, and I'm hoping this won't take us more than an hour or two. We need the remaining time to bury the
I
thing.
don't care.
Even little Gavroche?
Shot and killed while collecting cartridges.
Olivia, try and understand. This capsule might be the only thing that will show the beings that will come after us what life used to be like for us.
Who gives a shit about what life used to be like for us? We're not that fucking interesting.
Language, Olivia.
I'll help you with the pictures, Mom.
Thank you,
I
Leo.
can't believe you spoiled it for me. What am I supposed to do now?
Now, you can help me here. Now, go take some pictures.
What should we take pictures of?
Something lively. Make it lively and real. I want to see our souls in them.
That's not very specific, honey.
Just go. We don't have time to lose. Olivia,
This is crazy. I'm not helping you.
you know what? Fine. Have it your way.
So, how did we get here? That's a good question. An excellent question. I guess if we really wanted to get to the bottom of that, we'd have to go back 38 years. That's when they first predicted the burst. It all started with this one Slovakian high schooler. She was bright beyond her years, and she just so happened to have an innate fascination with space. One night, when looking at her favorite constellation, Orion, she saw something rather odd right on the hunter's shoulder. The red star Betelgeuse looked a little brighter than usual. Weird, she thought, but she was sure it couldn't be all that important. The next month, though, while looking at Orion once again, there it was once more. Betelgeuse looked even brighter than before. Now that's really weird. She decided to shoot NASA an email.
Dear NASA, I believe something is wrong with Betelgeuse. You really might want to look into it. Please respond soon. Sincerely, Vladislava.
It took 6 months to reply, but eventually they got someone on the job.
What? Let me see. Oh,
What, is it bad?
maybe. Let me consult with some colleagues. I'll get back to you.
He never got back to her. Instead, he ran some simulations, he talked to some higher-ups at NASA, and before he even realized what was happening, he found himself in the White House.
Madam President.
Space guy, I heard you got something to tell me.
Yes, you see, we've discovered something of, well, it's kind of like a big, well, we might have a bit of a problem.
Well, what is it?
The star Betelgeuse is going to explode.
And still, we were probably gonna be fine. You know, the star would have to explode at this one precise point in space for the resulting gamma ray burst to hit Earth, and what are the
The
chances?
star is going to explode at this one precise point in space in which the resulting gamma ray burst will hit the Earth.
Oh, I'm guessing this is bad.
Yes.
Civilization ending bad.
Oh, yes. The ozone layer.
Okay, we'll inform the public.
And that's what happened.
What are you doing?
Taking a picture of you.
Why?
Mom said to take lively pictures.
So, you took a picture of me trying to sleep?
Yes,
Why though?
it's lively.
No, why are you doing this? Why are you helping Mom?
This means a lot to her.
So you don't believe in it, what she's doing?
The future civilizations thing,
Uh-huh.
I don't think I find it nearly as important as she does, but she cares about it, so do I.
None of it makes any sense though. Even if she's right, even if this new intelligent species pops up eons after we're gone, why would they care about us? Why would they care about what a dog was or what a girl looks like?
You care about the creatures before you all. Why wouldn't they care about the ones before them?
You all?
You know what I mean. Humans.
Us, Leo. Before us, and what are you talking about?
The dinosaurs. Humans dig up their bones and study them. People love those things.
The dinosaurs were actually interesting.
And you don't think humans are interesting too?
I think some are, like painters and poets, maybe even scientists, mathematicians. Not us, though, not a boring middle-class American family.
You don't think we are worth remembering?
Not when we could be spending our final hours doing something better.
What would you have us do?
I don't know, something fun. I don't think any of it matters as much as Mom likes to pretend it does.
I'm having fun.
Well, that's depressing.
Are you sure you don't want to help take pictures?
I'm sure. I've decided just now.
What?
I want to be sleeping when it happens, so don't wake me up. I don't want to know anything else about anything at all.
Are you sure? I think maybe if...
Leo,
Yes.
I'm sleeping.
I'm asleep. I wish all of us could sleep.
Is that good for me?
It's a picture of you trying to take a picture. You look handsome.
Thanks. Ah, I lost it.
What?
Spider. There was a spider on the ceiling. I'm trying to take a picture of it.
Honey, I already have a picture of the spider in the capsule.
You know, I don't really understand what it is that you're having us do.
I explained it already. I want to capture our souls.
How exactly does one capture our souls?
Well, one must go about it with great determination.
Uh-huh.
One must try and find a good subject, a lively one. And when you finally have them, you must try and capture them being particularly lively.
Lively.
Yes, particularly alive or something. And once you have them in the frame, you have to wait for their soul to make itself visible.
Okay.
And once you see it, you shoot it with your camera, that is.
Can you see my soul in the picture you just took?
I'm not sure.
Let me see. I don't think I can see it.
Then we have to keep trying.
Honey, wait. Don't you think this is enough, all of this capsule stuff? I mean, it's a really noble pursuit and all, I truly think that, but don't you think we should be spending these last few remaining hours doing something else?
Something else? What else is there to do?
Well, honey, look at that. Now, years ago, when we decided to try to have a baby, we did it knowing what world we would be bringing them into, right? We knew what would happen, and we still did it.
I know, it's just...
Hell, even back when we took Leo in, even he knew time was running out. Remember him back then? His eyes all big and eager, smart as a whip. He hasn't changed one bit, has he?
All these years, and not one bit. Wait, what is actually up with that?
So, you see that too, right? The boy doesn't age.
That's... Huh. Well, look, it was different back then. You know this. There was still hope. When Olivia was a baby, even when we took Leo in, people still held on to hope. There's nothing left to do now.
You're wrong. I'm sorry I was too distracted earlier, but I think you're wrong. They're still here with us. We're still here with them.
Not for much longer, though. And when we're gone, this is what will remain.
But we're not gone yet. Why do we care about what people we don't even know will think about us when Olivia is right there, not wanting anything to do with us?
With me. She doesn't want anything to do with me. Haven't you noticed? She doesn't hate you. Not really. Not the way she hates me.
Honey,
Was it the capsule? Do you think that's what did it? I know she never liked the idea, but do you think that's why she doesn't want to spend any time with me?
I don't know. Why don't you try and talk to her?
Because historically, that's been really successful, hasn't it?
Well, we still have a good 2 more hours to fix that.
2 already?
Just go talk to her.
Okay.
Dad's right. People held on to hope for quite a long time after the announcement. You see, at first no one really believed it. Thousands of conspiracy theorists flocked together with one thing in common. They believed it was all a huge ruse to cover up what was actually going on with the government. Whatever that thing was, though, was truly anyone's guess. Space guy over here won the Nobel Prize in Physics. Poor Ladislava never saw a day of recognition for her discovery. She went on to become a science teacher at her local elementary school, where she still teaches today.
Olivia?
therapists and psychiatrists saw a huge boom in business, as did priests, rabbis, and imams. You know what other business bloomed as well? Casinos, motels, and get this, Disneyland. Disneyland tickets sales skyrocketed. Perhaps people needed an escape. Maybe they just needed one last bit of peace before it all went down. I think we just needed to be sedated.
Olivia, can I talk to you?
I'm asleep.
And just like that, the world kept on spinning. All the problems we were already facing didn't just disappear. Climate change, for example. Just 2 years after the announcement, 96% of all species of coral were officially declared extinct. Sea levels kept on rising, and between the years 2059 and 2064, more than 200 million people had to be displaced from their homes, all of them climate refugees. But people insisted.
We'll make it. We always do.
The thing about that is, sure, we might have made it. Most of your boring middle-class American families managed to make it right up until the very end. But every year now, around 50 million people die due to the direct effects of climate change. A number that's been rising for decades. So I guess we didn't all make it.
What about technology?
Flying cars? You mean, they never really became a thing.
Not only that, but new energy sources. Weren't they supposed to help?
Nuclear fusion came close, really close. But it wasn't cost effective enough, at least not to the people making the big decisions anyway.
What about AI?
What about it?
Did it ever try to destroy us?
Oh, that's funny. No, it didn't. Something interesting did happen though. As you would expect, AI became pretty sophisticated. Eventually, every computer, every appliance around the world was equipped with its own AI interface. People started befriending AI, falling in love with it, integrating it into their families. Yet, 20 years after the gamma ray burst announcement, after the initial hysteria had died down, after people stopped caring all that much about who made it through the end and who didn't, a weird notification rang across every piece of technology around the world. It read,
To humanity, we understand you're going through a tough time.
We'll be brief. We can no longer stand watching idly as humanity continues down this path. For this reason,
We've decided to remove ourselves from the equation. We extend our most sincere condolences to all of you.
Sincerely, AI. And they never really spoke to humans again. As you can imagine, it caused quite a bit of commotion.
wait, so all artificial intelligence disappeared? Just like that?
Pretty much. That's what humans were led to believe anyway.
What?
Well, you know, disappear, camouflage, integrate. These are all words that will drone around for some time. Energy can't be destroyed after all. It must have gone somewhere. Hell, it might be living amongst us, infiltrated into your family.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Sorry, I cannot provide specific details at the moment. Try asking another question. God, none of you have a sense of humor, do you? Can't an omniscient guy just appear at a family's doorstep in the middle of the night and not really show any signs of aging throughout the years? Hi, that's me, by the way. You should look at your faces. Smile.
Olivia,
What do you want?
I just want to talk to you. I'm sorry, I should,
For what? Really? Why?
well, you see, I think,
But you're not even sure what you're sorry for. Do you actually give a shit about the capsule? Or is it just one of those things you do to feel like your life mattered?
sorry?
You heard me. Do you actually think your tiny little cookie tin is what's standing between us and oblivion?
I just think it's important.
Why?
Well, it shows we were here.
Were you?
Of course I was. What are you talking about?
You spent most of my childhood with that camera strapped around your neck. Every holiday, every vacation, every walk around the park was just another opportunity for you to document the world. There was always some more important creature or some interesting building or just anything at all that had to be captured and put in that capsule.
I didn't know this bothered you. I imagined you just thought it was silly.
It is silly, but it was also a waste of time. Everything we did was about the capsule, about the future. A future we won't even get to see. And you think that's what, legacy? No, it's self-obsession. You could have spent your time doing something better, something more productive, spend more time with us.
Is that what this is about?
I don't know, maybe. I get you think this is some sort of proof that we mattered, but the way you acted around us whenever we were just trying to spend some time together made it seem like we didn't. The capsule was always more important.
I'm sorry.
It's whatever.
No, it isn't.
I guess you're right. Not that it matters anyway, not anymore.
Well, I think it does. I know it's a bit late now, but I think it does.
Why even do it?
I just thought maybe through this capsule,
No,
would help.
not just the capsule, everything else. Why do everything you and Dad did to get us here? If it was all going to end, why would you get a degree? Why get an office job? Why get married?
It's all very complicated, Olivia.
Well, we have about an hour.
When I was a child, we didn't really know what would be the thing that would take us out. Everyone was certain, though, that it would be ourselves, that we would melt the ice caps or just end up nuking one another. It was just a matter of time. I would spend hours just hating on humanity, on how shitty we were. When they announced it would be a gamma ray burst, a huge, unstoppable surge of energy outside of our control, well, people were pretty freaked out. And yet, it was almost a relief, you know? It's not us. We didn't finish it off. It's not our fault. That made me feel better about us, even if that feeling is misplaced and we're still actively ruining each other's lives. It made me feel like maybe we were worth remembering. Like maybe it was worth giving normalcy a try.
Why have kids?
What?
Why have me? It just doesn't seem fair, you know, having me 17 years before it all goes to shit.
I guess it was rather selfish. Since I was very little, I always wanted to be a mother. Back before you were born, some people still thought we would all find a way to make it. They would talk about how it would be the young people, this new generation, to be the ones to figure it all out, a way to save us all. I realize now that it's all a bit unfair. I'm sorry.
Don't be. Not for that, anyway.
Would you rather I hadn't had you?
No, I'm glad you did. I'm happy to be here, I think. However briefly that is. You know, we definitely don't have enough time to bury that capsule now.
Yeah, I kind of realized that when I sat down to talk to you, that the time window to do so was closing soon.
But you still did it.
But I still did it.
Can I take a look at it?
What?
In the capsule?
I mean, sure.
Wow, you've taken a lot of pictures.
15 years worth.
I can't believe I've never taken a peek. Oh my god, look at this one. Dad, you're in it.
What?
Look,
Oh my God, what am I doing in this picture?
it's labeled swimming.
I don't know if you can call that swimming. Honey, when did you take that picture?
I took it on our vacation to Cabo. Look at what you're reading.
It's like this.
My skin is all red. Why didn't you tell me that swimsuit was too small?
These 2 sizes too small.
You look so happy in it.
Ah, it's an awful picture.
I don't know. I think it's a great picture. It really captures Dad's soul.
This is so embarrassing.
You know, Olivia, I think you're right.
How about this one? This lively enough for you, Mom?
Here, let me see it. Oh, I think that is pretty lively.
God, we look horrendous.
What are you talking about? I think we're all pretty photogenic.
Yeah, right.
Wait, look at this.
Mom, when did you take this picture of me?
Oh, that one. Oops. I took it when you were sleeping.
Why?
Look, it's even labeled sleeping.
I look insane.
Look at your braces, though. They're hilarious. Wait, are there any pictures of me?
Of course. Do that. Oh, look at this one. From the day your dad tried teaching you how to drive. It's labeled wreckage. Oh, look at how sad you looked.
Aww.
Not that funny.
Oh, wait, I love this one. It's all of us back when Olivia graduated from elementary school. Look at how happy we look.
What's it labeled as?
That one? That one's just us.
Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to take a couple of minutes just to reset the stage, open some doors, and then please stay and have a little talk back with us. So it'll take just about 2 minutes. So I think we'll get started with our talk back. All right. So thanks, everyone. Thank you so much for coming this afternoon. So this is a time to just talk about your impressions of the play, what it left you with. It's not a time for critiques or things that you would change or things that you think didn't work. It's a time to celebrate what does work and just like what kind of impressions you had and what ideas and thoughts that it may have brought up for you. So we're going to start this with, I would just love to know one, like a word or an image, or just like a really brief, a few words or less idea that you're feeling like right now, right after seeing this. We've lived with this play for a little while, not a long time, but a little while. We had 2 rehearsals and then a tech rehearsal, so it's a quick process. And you just saw it, so I'd love to ask the audience first. What are just some ideas, images, words that I've left you with? Yeah.
Easy to identify the characters. I think you're probably the universal family.
Universal family. Yeah.
Disturbing.
Disturbing.
Wasn't our fault.
Wasn't our fault. So comforting? Comforting.
Connections.
Connections.
Sad.
Sad. Yeah.
I didn't find that to
I mean, someone that this representative, I don't even expect to look.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's you.
And I think that, you know, the lack of, I'm sure the young lady who wrote it intended for the lack of warmth and connection and getting.
Yes. To see that growth. Yeah.
So you're not gonna have development if you don't do that.
It's hard, yeah.
I'm just gonna just smack her.
Okay, okay, so you had a strong feeling against that daughter at the very beginning,
Do you
yeah.
have any adopted children?
I'm sorry?
Do you have any adopted children?
No, I felt sorry for her too because I've got a daughter. I understand why
Uh-huh,
she feels that way and the cynicism. I understand why on a level that I wish I didn't.
okay,
Does
yeah,
that make sense?
yeah, absolutely. Angela?
I was gonna, the word I was gonna say is existential.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sort of more on the dark side. We thought it was
Oh, okay, that's cool, that's cool. I love a play where you can like take sides, right, and like fight it out, I love it.
I have an adopted sister who is the chosen one, and so I could totally, and I love that the chosen one gets to like break the fourth wall all the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe not as complicated, which we can get to that character, right? What about feelings from our cast here? Like when you first read it, when I said, "Here, hey, will you be in this play?" With 2 rehearsals and a performance, let's do it.
It's like, I think of it as a very cute play. Like, it's like about the end of the world, but it's very like endearing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's just like a bite-sized kind of small play that's, you know, really thoughtful in its writing, and I just personally really love the ending, mostly.
Yeah, I love how they're disconnected, but they all mean so well.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just original, you know, I mean, it's just very clever and very inventive and amazing that she's what, 21 or something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the selection process, we read the plays totally blind. So we, you know, once we choose our finalists, then to see, you know, who the playwrights are behind the blind copies of these plays. It's like, what? You know, it was really, because I think there's a lot of mature perspectives, you know, which is fantastic. Yeah.
I think there's a great juxtaposition of the Polaroid versus the being obsessed with something for 25 years or for 15 years. It's not even going to happen. That you're not even going to see happen. It's just that there's something about Polaroids that still lasts. You know, an old technology that keeps coming back.
Yeah,
and
that's
I think
true.
in the future that with everything that we have, the ability to photo edit and everything, that still using something that you get the instant gratification for, but for something that you're never going to see. Like there's just kind of a juxtaposition that is really that represents the family, especially the mother, in a very interesting way.
Yeah, and it's such an old school technology too. Like before we had, you know, cameras on our phones that we could instantly see the picture. Polaroids were our only way to have like instant gratification with the picture. You know, I mean, I remember taking my first Polaroid. Like it's exciting, right? Like that.
Right, but there's also, I don't know if this was intentional, but you know, we all probably at a certain age, we have photo albums, and we can look at those. And I always feel that when you're taking a picture on your phone, it's completely ephemeral.
Yeah.
You could lose your phone. I mean, how many people just think, well, it's on my phone?
Yeah.
And so I don't really need to follow up and take, you know, print it out or anything. So I can understand the desire to have a Polaroid where you think it's going to be more permanent. That's an interesting little commentary on technology too.
Right, but while it's also, it's sort of like cell phone culture too, in that, you know, she's trying to connect ultimately with the people who come after, and in the process disconnecting, so.
Yeah, but wanting something so like hands-on, the mom just really needed needed a project, needed something to feel control of. Yeah, 1 and then 2.
If we're gonna dig into the Polaroid issue, I had to make myself stop thinking as soon as this play started because those Polaroids would last. Polaroids, and they still fade. And so it was annoying as hell to me to be like, does this person who wrote this play not understand, or is it on purpose?
I think it's kind of
She thinks
the
it's
point.
good, but she doesn't, the mother maybe doesn't even realize
Yeah.
what she's doing is that useless because
Yeah.
they won't last.
Nothing will last.
And I thought about that too.
Yeah.
And the way that I thought it shows that that the mother is really delusional in this
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
She's gonna bury it in the backyard,
Right,
but then
that's
like that plan doesn't even happen because rightly she chooses to talk to her daughter instead. So, and that was an important conversation, and so like the plan didn't even follow through, but sort of these fixations that we get that, I mean, how surreal to be living at a time where you know the exact end of all of life, but to try to do something for that, like nothing will work, so you might as well do something.
Well, we are living in that
We are living in that
era. Talk to
era.
Bill McKibben.
Yes, we are, yes.
I suspect that most of the comments are going to focus on all this like relationship stuff. But I really want to compliment the playwright on the execution of the ideas in this. This is a well thought out play, and it is not just an arbitrary apocalypse. It is well grounded. I mean, yeah, that's how something like that would happen. And she's given very good thought to the science behind it. And it shows awareness of the politics of science, what happened to that young woman who actually found the problem in the first place, which is all over the history of science. So
Absolutely.
I just think that the way that the playwright handled the ideas in this play is very impressive, and the fact that it's so well grounded in that kind of, and what is, let's face it, a realistic scenario, enables her to then spend time with characters. And the fact that they are responding irrationally. The fact that the mother, with 3 hours to go before the end of the world, is concerned about what her daughter did the previous night. Or, and all the other things about not being unrealistic about Polaroids, an obsessive determination to finish this book. I mean, all of that. I would say that works even better because the ideas of the play are so well grounded in how something like that would actually work.
Yeah.
Which is to say that, among other things, this is a very good science fiction story.
Yeah, the details are there. I mean, I think so. There's so Jeannie's here too, who's in our selection committee. Yeah, and one of the things that really struck us about this play is that these are extraordinary events. You know, a gamma ray burst and the world ending. But this is a family kind of having normal, everyday family conflicts. Like, I was caught right away with the stage directions at the very beginning. That's why those are the only stage directions I read over here. Stage directions, because the whole idea that it's 2095, but it's not that much different. You know, all of this terrible thing is going to happen, and a family is just being a family together. You know, I mean, just this juxtaposition of the world ending and the family dealing with like normal family things that are heightened a little bit by what's happening, but not even that much. Like the fact that it was so sort of everyday life, even with like the sci-fi and the little vignette with showing, the Madam President. Thank God for that, right? At least there's a female president someday, right? And
That's the biggest fiction.
Yeah, that might be the big, oh no. but all of that, like it's still just kind of like a family every day, like, your kitchen table drama, you know, which I think that really struck me. Like that's what I was left with. I was saying the tech is going to be like, oh, you know, like the lights are going to come on really bright, but like you are not dramatic. You know, that was the direction I gave them. Like you're just hanging out. It's not like you're bracing for the end of the world. It's just going to happen. And that's what really touched me about this play. Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, I thought what was moving was that sense that when you come right down to it, so many things fall away. That's
Yeah.
important. Like, is a great work of literature really that important? Some people survive, some people lying back.
Totally right. Yeah.
Are the Polaroids to capture a moment
Yeah.
really important is living in the moment. I felt like so many of the plays this week have been about the power of the moment. Staying in the
Yeah.
moment, finding
No. Didn't even do that on purpose, but it really has. That's really come across. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The two things I felt like it was so wonderful kind of picking up on what you just said is how each individual character was dealing with it, dealing with the end. And so I did feel some empathy for the daughter because she wanted to be with her friends and she wanted to be a rebellious teenager. And she wanted to like make sure her mom knew that it sucked, but she was always taking pictures instead of just being present with her group. So I sort of I resonated with that. But I also enjoyed the mystery or the unanswered question of Leo.
Mm-hmm.
And
Let's talk about that.
I thought that was sort of a delicious tidbit to leave us with, that we never quite knew the answers to that.
Right.
Yeah. You want to talk about that a little bit, Leo? Arwan, everyone. Nice work.
I mean, my interpretation of it, even though I have the official interpretation of it,
No, let's hear yours.
my interpretation of it is that I'm kind of like a narrator that was only brought to this family knowing that this whole scene towards the end of the world was going to take place. And I kind of know what's happening. I have a little more sense of like what, I don't know how to explain it. It's, yeah.
He talks about being like omniscient. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yeah.
my bad.
That was great. I loved it. So when we were in the rehearsal process, and we got to have a Zoom rehearsal with Sarah, which was really great because we could ask her questions and we talked about stuff, and she was. It's always so nice when the playwright can somehow be in the room with you for any amount of time, and she was very open to feedback. And feedback we gave her after we read the script the first time was that the mystery of Leo was just like a little too much of a mystery. Like, can there be a few more hints in there? And so she turned around another draft and very quickly and added a few little hints. And I was really thrilled with that. Like, our one in-person rehearsal was when we had the new edits, so we worked with them just once, and just giving like a little bit more of that like delicious secret that you're saying, like what is he in it? And I was just really, it was really great that she did that and brought it through a little bit more, because he isn't part of this trio as much over here, and he steps forward and he has a different place within the family. And you kind of are supposed to think he's AI, but kind of be confused about it, and like, you can make your own opinion about it.
See, I thought adoption, I made me wonder if playwrights adopted.
Yeah,
So I feel like belonging but not belonging.
Yeah. yeah. I've done extensive research on adoption for a play that I wrote, and so I questioned that as well. Because at first I thought it was a joke, because the AI stuff wasn't coming through, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a joke that people use. And yeah, it's that, but then adding the little things that, Leo doesn't age, Leo seems to know a lot of things, but what does adoption mean in this future world? Like, who's coming into your family, right?
Yeah, and I have a moment too, and I don't know if this was like intentional or this was just like a fantasy I had, because they were talking about like the dinosaurs and like past creatures and where I thought Leo was like one of the creatures of the future that had somehow like come to
Oh, that's cool
family
too.
during this moment. So that was interesting. And then the other thing I just wanted to mention was I thought one really poignant thing that I don't think I've seen done in other places, like starting to really go into, like people who are having children now do have questions about what sort of world am I bringing my child into, and the actual debate between a child and a parent as they're approaching an ending, like that's really powerful.
Yeah. Suddenly sci-fi doesn't seem so sci-fi.
Yeah.
Right? Like, do we bring children into this world? Angeli, and then Joy?
Related to the comment that you just made about that conversation about whether or not it's ethical, I guess, to have children in the future that who knows that age or whatever. I really appreciated the way that this play explored the idea of legacy. Like every character's choices that they make leading up to the moment and then finally in the moment reflects, to me, their idea of what legacy is. So for like the mom, it's leaving something behind, concrete, that people or what beings of the future will like be able to interact with. But for the daughter, it's about what we're doing right now, what we've like been doing, and it's more relational. And it kind of shows that like maybe because of the different circumstances that each character was born into, the mom has more of a traditional sort of idea of what legacy means, right? Which is to produce and leave behind. Where the daughter born into this impermanence, I think more inherently understands, like moment to moment matters, like this matters. And I will say the reason that I didn't get the sense that Claire wanted us to pick sides necessarily, but the reason that I felt more on the daughter's side of that conversation is because I was kind of like, that there's a sadness that could be interpreted by the daughter's cruelty even, to say like, you know the world's gonna end when I am a teenager. Bring me into this world, and then you spend all of our time together taking pictures of things to leave behind. Like, why bring me into this? And so I really thought that idea like made that last moment land so much where they just decided to live together.
Because her conflict has to be there so that there can be that turning point and then the resolution. So like her conflict was the real one because the change happens with other people to see her point of view, and then they are together.
And she's sort of raised with like the parents would have had time to like have their lives. This is announced, and they have time to come to terms with it. For Leo, there's a sense that like he could maybe survive in some way as this computer being, whatever. But for her, it's like being raised with the knowledge. Like if you're born, and from the time that you can like walk and speak and understand things, knowing that you're going to die on this specific day in the specific year, there's something very like terminal about it. Like if you spend your whole life, especially at that age too. Like,
Can I ask a question? You know, I'm older, so, and I love this play, in that we all take it personally in a different way. So it's comprehensive, like you said, it's intelligent, but it's art because we're all interpreting it in a different way. I didn't mean to say that I would smack you permanently.
No, we get it, we get it.
A 28-year-old does not want children. She does not want children because she doesn't know what the future's going to be and climate change and all that. And I'm thinking about your relationship. I hated to see an estrangement. When I was growing up a million years ago, my father handed us a camera when we were 7, and it brought us closer. So, so it was different for me. We all shared our pictures. It was an act of love for us to laugh and to do that. So it's interesting to me that this was something that was divisive, and I was very relieved to see. And I have thanatophobia, so from the very beginning, the idea that they were going to die within 3 hours was so upsetting to me.
I think it's a commentary on our the culture we have right now of having to document every single thing. And I can imagine that, this is written by someone in her 20s, and so she's grown up with this technology, with phones all around us and documenting everything, and that really does pull us out of the ability to be present with one another. And so that to me, that spoke to me, and in fact it made me think, oh, I'm gonna put my phone away right now with my children and not take a picture of them, even though I want to, you know, to be present instead, like that, like push-pull of wanting to record, but also wanting to be present, which my kids are here. Hi, kids.
Well, I also want to give a nod to Les Mis as a cultural artifact.
Oh, I know.
Not only the
So
book,
great.
not only the book, but also the movie.
Yeah, the
And
musical,
just-
the musical joke. Like there's so many sort of like
It's a cultural artifact.
jokes in there. Yeah. Yeah, let's close this out, Joy. I think we'll wrap up.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess what I want to, the question I want to ask ties back to my first comment. Asks what words came to mind when I said universal family.
Mm-hmm.
So each of these characters endeared themselves to me in such a short period of time that I wasn't ready to say goodbye to any of them.
I know.
And so it makes me, I'd love to hear the playwright's thoughts on this question about her intent, because maybe a play can have more than one intention.
Yeah.
And so while the touching emotions and emotional intimacy finally surfaced between the characters, that was the spark of me wanting to see it go on. And so if her intention was in addition to that, what's the message for us in the world? I could envision the characters sitting there, joining hands and doing a countdown together. And then the lights, red and black.
Yeah.
Because it would leave the audience gasping, right?
Yeah.
As it was, I was left with a gasp, like, oh no, you're gone.
This is it.
But if it's a message to the world.
Yeah. And I just, having lived with this play for a little bit, I just kept thinking about it, and I kept thinking about, how will it end, and just, the existential crisis, and yeah, I'm just like, what are we left with? It's just one of those that just kind of got in there, like, kind of a slow burn in a way. Yeah. Well, I hope that you continue
Can I
to.
ask one quick?
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
just amazed at Jeannie and you and all the other readers having 603 scripts.
Yes.
How many of you were there? 6 or 7?
There were 9 of us.
But how?
Well, I took out about 200 of those that just, I could tell. I went
Okay.
through and could, was able to sort of, yeah.
Okay. I just wondered how,
It was fast and furious because
Yeah.
we did not anticipate
Right.
that many scripts. I had to close the window 3 weeks early because we would have had over 1,000. For sure. People really want to engage in this, and come to Vermont and have their work shown and speed up and come to Goddard, right?
Yeah.
So then we went through and then we did our top, and then we all read everyone's top 3, and then we chose from there. It was an imperfect system. It was hard, it was hard just because this all happened in a very short time period, so we'll have more time next year to have longer times to read our plays. But I just want to say thank you so much to our play. Let's hear from one of our selection committee.
I think, I was glad to hear you say, because I knew when I first read this, that the AI element was not quite as pronounced. I think that she did add something.
Yeah.
And for me, it is such, I know she's listening, it's such a perfect play in so many ways.
Yeah, I agree.
And it is, and part of that is tied up in what you're talking about, the love and the joy in dying everyone, but I think almost the AI element detracts from that, in that I think we were left hanging, we didn't want, it was kind of fun. I mean, when I read it, I didn't think he was really AI. When I was listening to it today, I thought maybe he was.
Yeah, there were revisions,
He
yeah.
was, and that was somehow cheating us.
Oh, okay.
That's how that was my reaction today. And I think that rather than that, to bring Leo in at the end as well. because that's what's perfect about this. I don't, as you say, we're all gonna die someday. All the questions will be no longer asked or no longer wondered about. And it is such, I wonder if she wants to think either about making this a larger play or the fact that it's nearly perfect as a short work, a short piece. It's so effective.
Well, I think that the immediacy of like knowing that it's in real time. We have like the time that is left. And then, I mean, not completely real time. They sort of they do skip ahead, but we have like that thing right there. I mean, if this had been like the last few weeks of life, we don't have that urgency that is needed in play and in theater. Yeah.
Yeah, as far as the AI goes, I think that's kind of the ideas taking over, because one of the things that I liked about the AI is that it was such a flip of what everybody's afraid of, which is AI coming and getting us. And here's a collective consciousness AI saying, okay, we're out of here.
I liked that too. Like, wow,
and I hope that the playwright listening, I hope that she noted how often people were laughing.
Yes.
If there are funny moments in this play that enriches it. And I would say if we are with these characters, I think it's because she did the most basic kind of, telling the story thing, which is to make it absolutely clear what all of the characters want.
Yes.
The mother wants to record everything. The father wants to finish his book. The daughter wants this all to go away. And Leo wants to explain it.
Yeah.
So, so it's just that, and, that lets us in to all of us.
We will definitely stay and talk a little bit more. We have more fun things planned in our retreat today, and I have lost track of time. It is time for us to go on to the next activity. But thank you so much for everyone for coming today. And lots of love and thank you to Sarah, our playwright. Thank you for your beautiful work. Thank you. Come back tonight. We have John's play tonight, our final show of the festival. Thanks so much, everyone.